It is Sunday, November 24th here at the West End Gun Club out here at the Rimfire Range. It's right at 6:22. Getting set up for the November NRL22 match. It rained overnight here at the not just West End Gun Club, but in the Inland Empire area of SoCal. It's a very light rain, nothing significant. The road to the range is dry. There's no water flowing in the creek or anything. However, it is windy this morning. We're talking about like 9 to 10 mile an hour winds, gusting to 15. So it's going to be pretty interesting this morning. That's what's contributing to the cold, or the wind chill factor. It's surprisingly warm though. It's only 50 degrees on the Kestrel apparently. And but I don't know, with the wind, it's obviously feeling colder. But in any case, I'm going to go ahead and set up. I've got out most of the props and the light is starting to come out right now. So let's go ahead and get stuff ready to go so we're ready for when people arrive. Just a reminder, I know a lot of people are trying to go for speed. Just keep in mind that you need to be behind your gun, like your head behind that scope before you close that bolt. I see it more often with newer shooters and people who haven't been shooting for a while. They'll close the bolt, like they'll set the gun down on the prop, close the bolt, and then get behind the gun. And we need you to be behind the gun, kind of behind that scope before you close the bolt, because technically you shouldn't even be closing the bolt until you're on your target. So ask you to do that. We'll just try to remind you on that, but if it happens a lot, we'll have to do something as far as a DQ, but just keep that in mind. I know. Plenty of time. Nice, clean. Bye. I forgot to set my timer, so I'm going to be lost here. Impact. Impact. Go to the magazine. Fine. This is rough. Yeah, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on.
你每次打完地上 上都一堆带子弹。你是把你的子弹都泄出来了。
你借2颗掉2颗。
对啊，地上都一堆，进打地上都一堆。
哦 ，underneath 第1颗卡的时候
underneath
进去了，已经掉1颗了，第2颗上去又卡1颗。是那个档格的问题还是？其实我们那个 yes，
It was like
no, I think it kind of, I think a little bit of wind dipped it down low, but I could have helped a little bit more.
I did every set last week.
Impact! 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 Impact!
Clean, 73-10. Oh, and I didn't wait for it. Didn't wait for it. Yeah, it's a miss. Now I gotta go for time.
You have to be careful, like the top. Back! You have to work with. Back! Back!
Unfortunately, it's a miss, so like it doesn't matter, right?
Stand by.
Oh, and I forgot my timer. Oh well.
Yeah, exactly.
Impact.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Impact. 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 Impact.
Mark ready.
Hey, Mark. Impact. Impact.
Shooter ready.
Impact.
Stand by. Shooter ready. Stand by.
Barely grazed that small target. Just barely.
Yeah, this is were you holding left or right?
Nah,
It looks like it's off the right.
Clear.
Clean.
I pulled that shot and I was like, oh crap, thank God it just barely grazed it. Yes.
Ready. Stand by.
Yeah?
That first big one was an impact.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's great. But the second one, with the small target, that was an impact. I don't want to say anything crazy.
18 seconds.
So far you dropped it.
So far, one. Impact. Impact.
So I'm hitting left. My dope changed because the winds changed. Because we had wind in the morning and it's.
Yeah, it died.
Your first shot on that big one was a hit.
Okay. But top 7, so 7th place overall, that would be first base division. Will be Victor Restandi with a 403.85. 403.85. There's your little medal. That'll be awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Victor. So 6th place overall, 6th open division. Will be Roger Yin, 413.82. 5th open, or 5th place overall, 5th open with a 44447 is Mark O'Neill. Good shooting, Mark. 4th place overall, 4th open with a 444.47 will be, 482.86 will be Adrian Garciga. Good shooting, Adrian. 3rd place overall, 3rd open with a 505.69 is myself, Jonathan Ocab. 2nd place overall, 2nd open with a 414.69 is Jose Mamangan. Then 1st place overall, 1st open with a 544.44. So you dropped 2 shots or none? That's a clean, right?
Cleaned it.
Nice. Good shooting, Wayne. Wayne Sang. There you go. Jeez. To beat Wayne, you got to clean.
Is he gonna move up to the next class?
I don't even. That's all weird how that works out. To be honest, the math on that. I'll go ahead and just do a quick drawing. So I forgot to bring the cert, but we have another cert for a scope chap. If you don't know what a scope chap is, it's that little cover that I have my scope. I think a bunch of you have a scope chap, but we have a cert for a free one. So whatever scope you have, they'll make one. And if they don't have it on their site, you just tell them the dimensions of the scope, and then they'll make it for you. So, Wayne, if you want to just go and do random. So the numbers are going to be 1 through 17.
2.
Number 2, that'd be Andy U. Andy U. I'll give you the cert when you get back because I forgot to bring it. I don't know where I put it. I thought it was my G.
It's right at 11:30. We finished a little bit after 11. We had 17 total competitors, and it was a very brisk match. We had the person who shot overall top score clean the match, which is great. This match actually is very cleanable. I messed up and I dropped 1 round on a specific stage where I kind of saw my hole and I kind of let it bleed low and I pulled the shot when I shouldn't have. And then another stage where I didn't wait for the target to stop swinging. I just took the shot and that cost me a round there. And then the KYL stage, I missed 2 rounds, 2 shots, one on the far KYL and one on the near KYL. So I dropped 4 rounds. You know, it is what it is, but it's very cleanable match rather. And I think the main issue I had with the KYL stage is because that was the last stage we fired, and my windage 0 was pretty much on for the morning, like the start of the morning when we had some wind left to right, and the wind has died off significantly. So I should have kind of held a little bit right on the KYL or adjusted for that. But that's the way it, falls to play, or falls into place rather. Some of you may, I don't know if you'll notice throughout this match, I was shooting this Voodoo 360, my standard Voodoo 360 in the Matrix Pro, but I got this big honking arc rail here. This is called the Rail by DST Precision. I saw one of the other competitors, a couple of competitors have it on their guns at the last match, and I said, I wanted to try it out because what I was thinking in my mind is that with this MPA Matrix Pro, which is back heavy, and I was running 4 internal weights or 3 internal weights plus these 2 outside weights here. I was at like 22 pounds, and it wasn't, you know, it still didn't balance like I wanted it to. So I saw the rail, and then it's this Arca rail that's steel and is really heavy, and it extends out. So I got rid of the spigot mount, and this kind of acts as my spigot mount, and that spigot mount was kind of pointless, to be honest. So it's nice to have this extended rail that's steel that can add rigidity to this aluminum forend, but then give me this whole long Arca rail with weight. So right now it weighs 26 pounds. It's incredibly heavy. I like the way it handles. However, I may take off these outside weights and see how it balances without the outside weights and without bipod. But I would just like to keep this entire area clear and just have this rail system here. Derail, the only negative I found so far is that with the screw knob Really Right Stuff clamps, like their BTC Pro, it hits this, so it won't fit. The Area 419 does, because I think they add a little stem, a little bit more of the stem, so it clears this, and that's what I use for most of my rail attached bags that have an Arca clamp. All my bipods use lever locks, which is not a problem, but my Area 419 Garmin mount uses, I have a BTC, this is the BTC interface, or ARM17 interface, sorry. ARM17 interface, but I have a Really Right Stuff knob clamp, and this does not fit. So I need to replace this. I do have a spare, I have a spare clamp, you know, these are 100 something bucks, 100 plus bucks, but I do have a Really Right Stuff lever clamp that I can just throw on here, because I'll need that for this. Or I can just get the Air 419 screw knob clamp, which does clear on here, so maybe I'll just do that. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and clean up. I got a lot of targets to put away. I got all the targets to put away, and then the rooftop I need to drag over there because I couldn't move the rooftop while there's cars in the way behind the firing line, so I'll go take care of that. I would normally take apart all the targets, but I forgot my impact drill, so my impact driver. So I'm just going to leave them in place. Plus, I don't even have the course of fire for next month, so no point in just resetting all the targets. Anyway, that's it for today, November 24th here at the West End Gun Club. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next vlog.